and welcome to Be All in Technology. My name is Barbara Scully. This is for the Kentucky FCS Huddle, Saturday, October 23rd, 2021. So again, my name is Barbara Scully. My email, if you'd like to get in touch with me, is barbara@fcspodcast.com. And yes, I own and host a weekly podcast dedicated to family and consumer sciences educators. So these are my contacts. So today we're going to be going over integrating technology for engagement, learning management systems, LMS, and finally tech tips, tricks, and tools. So integrating technology for engagement. So technology provides instant accessibility to information, which is why its presence in the classroom is so vital. So smartphones, computers, and tablets are already omnipresent element of everyday life for students and teachers. Heck, I have my phone always on me. So it's only natural that we use technological devices in the classroom, and they're explored to create meaningful learning experiences for students of all ages. So utilizing different types of technology in the classroom include virtual classroom now. Who knew? This creates learners who are actively engaged with learning objectives. The implementation of technology also creates pathways for differentiated instruction to meet the unique needs of students as individual learners within a broader classroom climate. So what does technology integration mean in education? That it simply refers to the use of technology to enhance the students' learning experiences. Utilizing different types of technology in the classroom creates learners who are actively engaged with new learning objectives. The implementation of technology also creates pathways and for that individualized learning experience. So technology for the classroom. So there's a common misconception that integration of technology in the classroom can be a financial burden for school districts, but students do not necessarily need their own tablets or laptops to succeed with technology. This means that during whole class instruction can foster student engagement for auditory and visual learners. How many of you are visual learners? You need to actually see something for it to actually make sense. Yep. How many are you auditory learners, where you best learn just by hearing? It's like if I threw up a picture, you'd be able to like, oh, I get a sense of what's happening, but I need to have clear instruction.
That is none of the people in the room.
Yeah. How about how many of you are kinesthetic learners, where you need to be able to have hands on and hear and listen and see everything? Yeah, I'm a kinesthetic learner myself. So being able to integrate all of these different aspects of technology, you are sending messages to the brain. So integrating these simple technologies such as PowerPoints, Google Slides, games, internet homework assignments, or online grading systems can make a difference for a student's growth in the classroom. So when it comes to PowerPoint, Google Slides, this can be introduced in the classroom concept while providing an opportunity for engagement. Because, for instance, I use PowerPoint. I'm a Microsoft school district. So I create daily agendas, which are posted on my projector, stating the date, what they're doing that day. So like, okay, so if it's a PowerPoint lecture and the assignment, so I state that. And then if we're watching maybe like a short 2 or 3 minute video, I have that link on that agenda slide, along with the student's learning target and the success criteria On top of all of that, at the bottom of my slide, I have my standards. And I usually incorporate 2 or 3 standards from Lead FCS Ed. So that is how I am differentiating, but also incorporating that technology. So internet homework assignments. So posting assignments online. So your platform, so your learning platform. So that could be Blackboard, Canvas, Teams, Google Classroom. I know there's also Brightspace, Moodle, Schoology. There's so many, but that is just one way that teachers can begin to integrate technology in the classroom. So where assignments are easily accessible, which can increase student engagement to help students become more organized. How many of you struggle with organization? Oh, look at you. All of you are so organized. I
There
love
are
it.
3 that you cannot see that raise their hand.
Oh, there are. Oh, okay. So this is an organizational tool as well. Just by being able to post assignments online, you're organizing things for yourself and also for your students. Then there's also online grading systems. So the communication is key. There's no such thing as over communication when you are a teacher. It helps teachers, it helps administrators, parents, and students recognize the strengths for improvement. So online grading systems such as PowerSchool or Skyward. And what is your online grading system at Kentucky?
What do y'all have? You all use Blackboard? Oh, at the high school level, they use Infinite Campus,
Infinite Campus, okay.
but at their post-secondary, they're using Canvas, Blackboard.
Yeah. So those all talk to one another. So this is where, as teachers, we can post grades, analyze student attendance patterns and their assignments, and manage transcript data. So there's a lot of really good things here. So this is a really good Venn diagram of how it all works together. So we have technology, curriculum, and educators. So the COVID-19 pandemic quickly demonstrated why online education should be a vital part of teaching and learning. By integrating technology into your existing curricula as opposed to using it solely as a crisis management tool, teachers can harness online learning as a powerful educational tool. The effective use of digital learning tools in the classroom can increase student engagement, help teachers improve their lesson plans, and facilitate personalized learning. It also helps build essential 21st century skills for students. So with those virtual classrooms, video, augmented reality, AR, robots, and other technology tools can not only make the class more lively, they also create more inclusive learning environments that foster collaboration, inquisitiveness, and enables teachers to collect data on student performance. So technology provides students with easy to access information, it accelerates learning, and it creates fun opportunities to practice when they learn. So it also enables students to explore new subjects and deepen their understanding of difficult concepts, particularly in STEM. And within FCS, we have a lot of STEM, but sometimes it doesn't transfer over to other areas saying that this is STEM, but there's a lot of STEM in family consumer sciences. So through the use of technology inside and outside the classroom, students can gain 21st century technical skills necessary for future occupations. So this is just examples of tech integration that I have done, but more on the administrator side. I'm not an administrator by any means. I'm just a teacher who is sharing my information to help others become better. So I do little tech tips. I put out a monthly newsletter so me being a Microsoft school district, I focus my monthly newsletters on more Microsoft tips, tricks, and trends. So updates within Microsoft, the distant book study, which is a great learning teacher resource. So if you're at all interested in that, I can share that link for you to be able to get that book. I've also created it's a Google site for teachers in for my building, where it's just housing resources that we need. So such as website links, monthly newsletter, our digital QR code, and our core 24, our core 4 platform of the different technologies that we use. I've housed this under one umbrella because if you go to my actual district website and what they do, information is all over the place and it doesn't make sense. So this is my way of providing that teacher resource for teachers for that right now learning. And I also have created my Teams. Being a Microsoft school district, I use Teams. It's not the greatest platform for teachers to use when outsourcing our assignments and our weekly agendas, but it is what we have, so I have to work with it. So I make sure that I list out I do weekly channels. I have on my weekly channel, I do a leaf next to the week that we're currently in to give students that visual clue and context of, hey, this is where we are at in the week. And then I state our learning objective and the success criteria for them to know, this is how you know you're going to be successful. And then I have it listed out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and it states everything that they are going to be doing. And I issue that out on Sunday. Actually, I released it yesterday just so that I didn't have to think about it over the weekend. But I don't release the assignments. I release those on the scheduled days for the scheduled time for that class period. So I'm harnessing the power of technology and also not overwhelming the students seeing, oh, I have all of these assignments. They're in my inbox. I need to take care of this right now. No, it's being released at a adequate time for them. So those are just some of my examples. So your learning management systems, those are your LMS. These are platforms designed to help instructors manage educational coursework online. They provide educators with a single platform for making course materials accessible online, including lesson content, assignments, and assessments. So here's just a few. So you have Blackboard. This is one of the popular names in digital learning. The platform also offers core learning management features such as data and analytics, communication channels, collaboration tools, web conferencing, class facilitator that can easily deliver homework, tests, and track grades. I've used Blackboard when going through my master's program. I was through, I took a class I want to say I took a class in Texas. I took a class in Nebraska, and I want to say Nebraska used Blackboard. So I've experienced Blackboard to a certain degree. Then there's Schoology. Schoology is another fully featured learning program that aims to provide all of the tools that you need to design lessons, communicate with students, collaborate with educators. Its strengths lies in its focus on building and connecting learning communities from students to administrators. It has class level channels, but it also allows you to connect to your entire school. I have not had any experience when in playing around with Schoology, but I do know that my nieces, their school district uses Schoology. And my mother-in-law, who does a lot of childcare for them, she has had firsthand experience with Schoology, and she has told me that she really likes it. It's easy to maneuver. So that's great. Then there's Microsoft Teams for Education. So, and this is the program that I use. It's a digital hub that brings conversations, content, assignments, and apps together in one place. It lets educators create vibrant learning environments, build collaborative classrooms, connect professional learning communities, and connect with colleagues, all in a single experience. There's built-in OneNote class notebooks. There's the assignment channels, and you can actually send out praise to students by sending out digital badges, which is kind of neat. You are able to give back really positive feedback on student work. And I can't state this enough. Feedback is so important. Please always consider, and this goes to when you become a teacher and for your current teachers, you guys need feedback for everything. You need good feedback and bad feedback, because it's all going to help shape you to become the future leader that you are. So Teams is more labor intensive, and unfortunately for me, I can't duplicate my team for like next trimester. I have to actually go in and I have to copy and paste everything. I have to transfer files. It's labor intensive versus many other platforms. Then you have Canvas. So, and I'm very familiar with Canvas. I am this fall quarter, I am Central Washington University's adjunct professor for family housing and housing America's families. And so I use Canvas, and I've also been a student using Canvas. So I've been able to play with it on both ends, and I love Canvas. It's a popular learning ecosystem among colleges and universities such as yourselves. Some of its clients are University of Utah, Washington State, Central Florida, and many others. It dubs itself as the world's fastest growing learning management platforms for digital learning solutions. You have dashboards, test engines, and more. It allows educators to organize coursework and content into units and modules. It includes comprehensive assessment management functions, and it's got a grade book and speed grader, which are two of the most flexible and efficient grading tools on the market. I love Canvas just because of that. And finally, Google Classroom. This is a really popular platform that I want to say 80% of K through 12 school systems or districts, 80% use Google Classroom as their learning management system. So that is a very high percentage. So you please play around, and you have access to Google Classroom. If you have a Gmail account, you could actually create your own Google Classroom, all for free. So I would actually suggest you go on and play around with that and just kind of explore, be inquisitive. So Google Classroom being the leading name in information tech, it integrates with the rest of the company's products, and without the complicated configuration or setup. It allows teachers to create classes, send assignments, communicate with students, grade coursework, and post feedback all in one place. It streamlines repetitive tasks so educators can focus on teaching. With its material design, everyone can sign in on one device using modern browsers such as Google. So and you're able to access it through your Android or your Apple phone. It's for students on the go, because right now I have about 7 students who are out on COVID leave in all of my classes. But through Teams and downloading the app, students are able to stay informed and up to date while not being in the classroom. So they still know what's going on and how to do things. So understanding your LMS is crucial. So technology tips and tricks. So again, why is it important to integrate technology in the classroom? To find success when present of the opportunity to use technology, there are various benefits and effects that technology is used. So, and they're all positive. So having an infinite flow of information and entertainment available at any given time could be seen as a distraction. But if technology is integrated into the classroom with routines in place that are monitored and or assessed, the pros of using technology in the classroom outweigh the cons. So it helps students with different learning styles. So not all students learn and retain information in the same way or the same speed. Technology is an opportunity for teachers to differentiate instruction, to modify information for the appropriate learning capabilities of their students. The use of technology can also allow students to work at their own pace. It prepares students for life skills. Technology has become its own form of literacy because of how often it is used in everyday life now. Many careers use at least one aspect of Microsoft Office or Google Drive on a daily basis. Balancing budgets on spreadsheets, creating decks or slideshows to be presented, or attaching documents to emails to communicate important information. This allows students to learn and refine these skills and prepares them for the life beyond the classroom. And then finally, keeping students engaged. Active engagement is a key part of any lesson plan. Whether students are working independently or collaboratively, technology engages students because of its interactive. There are hundreds of technology tools, websites, and apps out there that can be used to create more meaningful lessons for you and your students, which also will make your job a whole lot easier. So these are just a couple of tips, tricks, and tools. So there are hundreds of technology tools, websites, and apps out there that can be used to create more meaningful lessons. So there's Flipgrid. How many of you have heard of Flipgrid? Awesome, love it. So Flipgrid is a great starting point for connecting and communicating asynchronously with your students through video. Intuitiveness, this free app that supports both iOS, Android, and online to foster short video-based discussions on classroom topics. Flipgrid allows teachers to create grids to facilitate video discussions. Grids are a meeting place for your classroom, your school, your department, or learning community to discuss your topics. So there's just a couple of FCS integrations that I have. We've done 90-second video baking muffins. So this is where students are actually making a video of how to bake muffins, going from the reading the recipe part to the actual mixing the ingredients to baking it and the final product. They're doing a mixtape, and then they create their final product. So think of it like making vines, doing that. You can make safety videos, recipe tutorials. And I just finished this with my financial literacy class, interviews. We are not able to do mock interviews right now for financial literacy like we've done in the past, bringing in community members, but I'm having them, they focus on 3 questions out of 10, and they answer those 3 questions. Like, what is share with me a strength that you have. what was one of the most challenging experiences that you had over the school year during COVID when we were all in virtual land? And there's another question, why do you want the job? So those 3 questions that students have to answer, and they have a 5-minute window. So that's just an FCS integration on how I use Flipgrid. Then there's EdPuzzle. How many of you have heard of EdPuzzle? 1? Okay. Well, you're going to have fun with this. So EdPuzzle, this is where you make any video your lesson. So just pick a video, add questions, statements, and directions, deliver video content with a built-in assessment using YouTube, Vimeo, Khan Academy, all sorts of stuff. Add stopping points for students to answer questions. This allows you to create interactive video lessons for your students. It increases student engagement and interaction. It's simple to use. Find any video, assign questions throughout the video, and then you could assign it to your class. So my FCS integration, it's great for subs. So Monday and Tuesday, I actually have 2 EdPuzzles that students have to complete for the day because I'm going to have a sub. I have uploaded like safety videos with questions, and also being a check for understanding within financial literacy. So right now it's our banking unit, and students are having to reflect. They're going to be watching like a 3-minute video on banking institutions, and there are stopping points throughout the EdPuzzle video that students have to answer. So, and you could go back and review before you answer. So it's a really great technology tool. Then there's a QR code. This is so Microsoft has within Forms, they have a QR code. Google Forms has a QR code, or you could create your own QR code using the QR code generator, and that's free. So this is where you create your own unique QR code that have multiple uses inside and out of the classroom. So for example, it links to websites, videos, files, and directions. My FCS integration, worksheet information. So for example, don't want to make a lot of copies, create a QR code that links to the necessary article, images of textbook pages or more that the students would need in order to complete the assignment. A great example would be for a QR code that goes to a variety of nutrition labels for completing an assignment. I also use QR codes for my bathroom. It's my digital bathroom hall pass. And so I've told my students, don't ever feel like you need to ask me to use the bathroom. Just get up, go scan, fill it out as you're on your way to the bathroom. And when you come back into class, you scan it again, and it's a digital timestamp. It tells me exactly how long a student has been gone, which this is great for contact tracing, but also to make sure that students are not abusing time. There's quizzes. Have any of you ever heard of quizzes? Great. I love quizzes, by the way. So this is an online assessment, so gamified. So Tisha Richmond really coined the term for gamification. And this is a tool that allows teachers and students to create and use one another quizzes and assessments. So this is a game-based response system that is appropriate for the classroom. It motivates participation, ownership of learning, and highly engaging using easy to use tool. So quizzes can be assigned to any entire class or individual as a homework. So, and after providing students with a unique access code, a quiz can be presented live as a live event, or it could be used as simple individual based with a specific deadline. So this is great for pre and post tests. My FCS integration is, so it's great for speed round for formative quizzes. I've done it for cooking utensils, saying, okay, here's the picture of this, and here are 4 multiple choices. What is this picture of? And it's like, oh, it's a spatula. And that would be one of the 4 answers that a student would have to choose from. I'm doing it right now for our banking unit and for my interior design, talking about the principles of design. Students they're able to look at a picture on their quizzes and they have to identify, okay, what principle of design is this? And then finally, Padlet. Have any of you ever heard of Padlet? Yeah. Padlet is a great digital tool that it's a online wall board is what it is, or a notice board. It at its most basic. So this digital notice board is able to feature images, links, videos, and documents all collected on one wall, and it can be made both public or private. This means that not only teachers can post on the wall, but students can too. Since the interactive space is easy to use and easily accessible from nearly any web browser capable device, it's a great resource for teachers and students. So it's interactive, very easy to use. You get the number 3 free boards or Padlet boards that you can use before buying the paid version. So I have a couple of my other FCS colleagues. They love Padlet. They use Padlet a lot for their classes. So they have the paid version, where I don't use Padlet that much, but I know the power it has. So the FCS integration would be, you can upload videos, pictures, documents, web links, and it updates in real time. Now, this is my activity for you. So here is a EdPuzzle link. Let's see, if you can, scan my QR code for Flipgrid. And I'll see if I can make a quick QR code for quizzes. And because, I have so many things here. Here we go. You might not be able to access my Flipgrid. I might need to have your the emails that you guys have. So I just shared a whole lot of information, and does anybody have any questions?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. I know it was a lot of information, and I know I'm on a time crunch, so it's like I'm trying to share it as much as I can in a quickly time. So what is everybody's, what is your email? Are you guys Gmail?
Gmail.
At Gmail, okay. I'm adding it, so that's why. What else?
What's yours? I'm Microsoft, but it won't let me join with my school email.
It's not letting you. Are you, so What is the last part of your email? Are you at students.microsoft so-and-so or
No, it's at mymail.eku.edu.
at mymail, what?
.eku.edu.
EKU
.edu.
edu. Okay. What else?
Anybody else have a different?
Mine's at murraystate.edu.
At Murray State.
How do I spell that?
Murray.
Murray? State?
Yeah.
.edu. Okay. Anybody else?
I think that takes care of us.
Okay. So try it now. Because I just added your guys' emails to, this is how you're able to make it a private group.
My internet's not working.
Is it still not working?
Is anybody able to get in?
I got in.
Well, the internet's just really slow for me.
Okay. We're slowly getting in. We've got one in at the moment. The rest are trying.
Yeah, once it's the download.
Two's in.
Then we have to get the app in, then we can't just do it on the internet. It's like, if I want to add a response, I have to have the app.
Oh. Oh, that's no fun.
For those of you who are in, do you have the app?
Actually, I thought I was in, but I wasn't. I was in, but I wasn't.
I have deleted it.
Okay, so what do you want them to do, those who are in?
So it links to, I want you, it's just me giving a welcome and to do a quick video response, sharing what is the closest thing that you have next to you. And just sharing that.
So then are you gonna see what they upload?
Yep.
Okay. So can someone do that?
Yeah.
Okay. We're working on it.
Okay.
Get it, girl. Represent. Okay, she's gonna upload it.
Submitted.
All right, one submitted.
All right.
It's not a 1 minute video, it's more like 2 seconds.
Okay, just a second.
So Barbara, can you see that one submission?
I got a Caitlin and a Kendall.
Good.
Yay. All right.
Look, there she is, representing.
There we go. Oh, I love it. So there's one. And then
Kentucky FCS.
let's see. And Kendall. Yeah, so and with that, me being the teacher, I can leave a feedback, I can leave a comment, or I can make this, I can hide it and I can modify it to where I have a lot of students who don't want to be seen. So, or share or have their other peers see them. So I can modify this where, okay, nobody else is going to see this. This is strictly between you and me only. Nobody else is going to be able to like it or leave a comment, nothing. It is completely blinded by all other students. So you can modify it and make it your own. So that's one of the best things about that. There's quizzes. Let's see if I can here, copy image. Here's my EdPuzzle. Where is it? It's not. I have so many windows open. I'm gonna that. Yeah, this is learning on the fly. This is that integration right there. So here is that. Let me go to quizzes, see if I can get my game there. Library.
Michelle, we only have a few more minutes.
Yep, so if you're, let me see if I can. If you're able to, can you do that QR code? The one for EdPuzzle?
QR codes are amazing, aren't they? So cool.
Good morning. What we're going to be looking at today is what is EdPuzzle all about. Good morning. In this video, we'll briefly cover a variety of topics of interest. Including information and go. You can all turn and continue.
Well, this would be perfect for my students. I've got a bunch, I have some students that they haven't, the entire, it's only a class of 3 students, but all of them haven't shown up like 4 times.
Can you add that to your class grade?
What?
Can you add that to your class grade?
Oh, I did. They
That's
don't.
what Jackie did.
I did. Like none of them are gonna get an A because of that. And I'm like, that's fine. I don't have FCS though. Great. Given they've gone through the ringer with the program changes, but. They win. I won. Guys.
Did you answer what we're looking at today? So, what is EdPuzzle all about? In this video, we'll briefly cover a variety of topics that will interest the teachers in this room, including science, music, world languages, and math. We will experience the variety of questions offered through EdPuzzle, and we will be able to work at our own pace to successfully complete the video. You may not actually know all the answers. Please don't panic. I'm actually hoping some of you get questions wrong so that when we look at the information, we'll be a little bit more interested. look at is science. Students love my emojis. So let's take a look at the water cycle. Take about 15 seconds to soak some of this in. Okay, your first question. Okay, next evaporation occurs with 3 bodies of water. And don't forget your when you're answering, hit continue. Okay, tell me after 3 more.
Oh, how cute. Did you guys see like the rewatch button?
Other bodies of water.
Where it go like take you back to that section again?
Okay, next topic is music. A whole bunch of instruments here. What is the name of the instrument at the top right? Okay, question will pop up. You're going to put your answer in. Continue. And it was bugle. Okay, the bugle is a brass instrument like a small trumpet, typically without valves or keys. Who famously uses the bugle for signaling? Languages. Question 3. What does rubrum mean in Latin? Red is correct. What is the location of the image to the right?
Are y'all still working on that?
Four is mathematics.
Okay. Miss Barbara, we are gonna have to wrap this up in the next minute or two. We're 22 minutes over and
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
we've got a schedule that we've got to follow. So can we move to the next item?
Yeah, no, absolutely. You can do the next QR code being that quizzes. That is my it's for my color wheel for interior design that we did. I think 12 questions and it's game based.
Awesome, okay.
So 14 questions, I'm sorry.
Hey guys, if you'll grab this last QR code, we've got to move on.
I don't want to register.
Yeah, and these are just some of the tech tools that you have available to you for free. That you could utilize in your classroom to make it more personalized learning, but also make it fun. Yeah, and I'm through quizzes, I'm able to see how many have joined. So right now I have Kendall, Hannah, Caitlin, and Mackenzie. And I'm able to see their percentage and accuracy. And after they finish this, this could be used as a formative and or a summative test. For me, I do standard-based grading. So that means all of the assignments in between, it leads up to that test, which that's what goes into the grade book. So depending on, and doing a pretest, I give out the same pretest as it's the same post-test as well, just to gauge, okay, this is what the students already knew and know going into this unit. And then at the end, I'm able to compare of what they already did know and what else that they learned. Well, I have a new person, Shikaya. Oh, well done, Kendall. Well done, Hannah. So this is just another way of harnessing the power of technology and having fun. It's that gamification right there.
Thanks
And
so much
then,
for sharing these with us.
I'm sorry, say that again?
I said, thanks so much for sharing these with us.
Yeah, absolutely. And finally, my social media guide, please follow me and share. The more you share, the better this becomes. And my bio, if you need anything, please feel free to always reach out and connect with me at any point. I'm happy to share and promote with you guys. And so, yeah, so thank you.
Thank you so much. Can we give her a round of applause? Ms. Barbara, thanks so much for being with us today, and we hope to see you again real soon.
Yes, no, thank you. And if you could share the recording with me, that would be amazing.
We will. Thank you so much.